Hello my Wolfpack and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Competitive Guide video. So today we're covering Vespiquen. Now Vespiquen is a really quite a cool Pokemon. I love using Vespiquen. It has really good defenses with 102 in defense and special defense. Has relatively good attack and special attack at base 80, but its speed is something that is to be desired. It also is bug and flying type, so Stealth Rocks really have an effect on this Pokemon. But I have two generic movesets and one Dynamax moveset that hopefully will work well for you if you're trying to use Vespiquen. Now, the first set we have is taking advantage of Heavy Juicy Boots. So, as I said, you lose 50% to Stealth Rocks. Now, if you come in with Heavy Juicy Boots, not Healthy Boots, Heavy Juicy Boots, that stops you from taking the damage from the Stealth Rock, which is really, really handy, allowing you not to take that hazard damage initially. For Unnerve as the ability, basically you have the choice of Pressure and Unnerve, and I think Berries are used a bit more than low PP moves. So yeah, it's the better choice of two bad abilities there. Moves, we've got Toxic, Hex, Defog, and Roost. So Roost, obviously healing yourself up, that's very important with this Pokemon, especially as this is a more defensive Pokemon. Toxic, I believe, is a transfer move. I'm not 100% on Vespiquen whether it learns it through level up or breeding, but I think it is a transfer move, so you would have to transfer it from Generation 7 or before into this game with Toxic on it. I've got Hex as another move, so we're not bothering with any stab on this, but I thought Hex works really well with the Toxic because it does double damage when the Pokemon has a status effect, so if it's poisoned or burned, for example. And having that double damage is really, really handy. And then Defog to get rid of any hazards. Obviously, you're not affected by hazards, so being able to come in on hazards is easy, and then being able to defog them away. Now, the Toxic is obviously going to start racking up damage when it comes through, so hopefully you'll be able to force some switches and get some upward momentum. And you've got Roost there to heal yourself up to make sure you're not going down in hits. I've gone for max HP and max special defense on here with a calm nature, so more special defense and less attack. And 4 in special attack. You could always run it defensively if you want to with a, I believe it would be a bold nature, but that is entirely up to you depending on what role you want Vespiquen to play. And we have our second set. So our second set is, again, a support set. This time we have leftovers, so you do have to pay attention to your hazards and probably defog before you bring this in. And Unnerve, again, is the ability, again, choosing the better of two bad abilities. Toxic Spikes is our first move. Now, this is a good alternative to Toxic because you can rack up 2 layers onto the field, causing all Pokemon that hit the floor to be poisoned or poisoned heavily if you've got 2 layers, is in Toxic. And then you've got Defend Order. Now, Defend Order raises up the defense and special defense of the Pokemon. I believe this is now a transfer move only as well, just because I think they got rid of some of Vespiquen's move, but don't hold me to that one. You'd have to check for something like Cerebi for that one. But I feel like the Defend, Attack, and Heal Order did get left behind in the previous generation. But again, not 100% sure on that, and it's only just come to my mind now that I'm recording. Roost, again, as your healing option, so if you've set up a couple of defend orders, you can then roost up for any damage you've taken, and obviously you'll be taking less damage. And then Bug Buzz as your stab attack there, probably causing a little bit of damage to different Pokemon. If you could get 3 or even 4 defend orders up, even a rock type move probably will not do a lot to you. So if you've got 4 up, you'll be at 3 times on your special defense or defense stat. So if it's just your defense, you go 480, 720. So 720 on your defense stat is absolutely huge. That would be destructive in any case, essentially. That would not be easy to get through. EVs, again, I've gone for max HP and max special defense. You could go for max HP and max defense if you wish, or even split it across the defenses, but that is up to you, depending on what you want the role to be. Now, the Dynamax set relies on the special attack, so you have natural bulk in Vespiquen, so you can actually start to set up. Now, you come in, and initially, you would be locked in by the choice spec. So you would be locked into a move but have 1.5 times on your special attack. But when you're Dynamax, you are not locked into the move. So you would be able to use the max moves. And The max moves on here that I would recommend using are Sludge Bomb, which would go to max ooze, and that would raise your special attack by 1 stage each time you use it. And then you've also got Air Slash, so that will turn to max airstream and raise your speed every time that you use it, which is really, really helpful in a lot of scenarios. You've got Bug Buzz as a powerful bug type attack, and then Power Gem just to hit a couple of other things like fire types, for example. So yeah, you can hit. This has a variety move. Once you are back to normal, obviously your choice specs will come into play, so do pay attention to that. So don't use like Sludge Bomb if they have a load of poison types left, for example, or any steel types, because that'll be immune to it. EVs, I've gone for max HP and max special attack with a modest nature, so more special attack and less attack. You could go for max speed if you're planning on going for the max airstream more, but that is up to you. It depends how you want to run this thing. Yeah, that is all for today, so I hope you enjoy this. If you have, please do like, subscribe and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out of here, so have a good one, and I'll see you soon.